Welcome back to the Upper Echelon Podcast, where we keep it real and we keep it jiggy over here. Why? Because we ain't never ever scared. Please hit that like button on your way in and also hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of any new content that I may put out. Lord child, it is so much drama going on the internet. It's just so much drama going on in these YouTube streets. I just cannot. I said today, hey Beverly, hey Big Blueberry Boots. I said today, you know what? I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna put out a story that I've been kind of following, a viral internet story, and then I'm gonna relax for the rest of my night. How y'all doing tonight? Hey Bronx girl. Tonight we're gonna be talking about a viral story about this young lady. Okay, so this story really caught my attention. This girl's name is Cambria Darty. Let me pull up her photo for y'all real quick. This isn't going to be a long live, you guys, because if this story does continue, hey Raquel, hey Miss Sexy Ray, if this story does bring about like new elements to it, of course I'm going to follow it and present it to you guys. But for right now, it just seems like the story happened. It is what it is. So we just going to cover it for tonight. Hey TT. Hey Renizzle. What's crack-a-lackin' Renizzle? I feel like I gotta talk like that to you. Let me pull up this picture of this woman. Now this particular story brings about a lot of societal issues and different things that we can delve into when it comes to this day and age and social media. A lot of different opinions have surfaced due to this story. Let me pull up her photo. Maybe I'm sure you guys probably heard of it too, because it happened. I want to say it happened almost about a week ago or something like that, from what the dates I've been looking at. But I just got wind of it. So let me see who else came in the room. Anybody else? I think I got everybody. Did I say hi to Miss Beverly? Let's see. Let me pull up. So this young lady's name is Cambria Darby. Okay, so there was a video that went viral in a town in Mississippi called Byram. Okay, this young lady was arrested due to the fact that she had her small child. He appeared to be about 2 years old in the store in freezing temperatures in a diaper. Now, the baby had no shoes on, no coat on, no shirt, no pants. I'm going to show you the video that went viral in a moment. Hey, good morning, gorgeous. I'm going to show you all the video that went viral in a moment, but I just want to read this article real quick that talks about her arrest and everything like that and what she was arrested for. There's also another element to the story because not only was she arrested due to the video, but I want to make sure. I hope my connection is good, you guys. Can you guys hear me clear? I hope my connection is good. There's another element to the story. So there was a employee inside of this Walmart that she was in with her baby, and that Walmart employee recorded the incident, right? And due to the Walmart employee recording the incident, the Walmart employee was terminated from her job. She also gave a statement talking about all of the negative backlash that she had been getting due to her termination. Now, this is what I'm saying. It goes deeper. It goes deeper when we're talking about this story, because a lot of people are in defense of this mother. A lot of people are not. I'm still trying to really figure out what my stance is on the situation. Let's get into the article, and then I'm going to present the viral video to you guys, and I want to see what you guys think about this. Let's see. So, like I said, this is the mom. Her name is Cambria Darby. Okay, she has 2 children, from my understanding. But she had 1 child that day in Walmart, and it says here that he is 2 years old. Now, let's get into this article, because I'm not from down south. I've only been down south maybe twice in my whole life. Is Texas considered down south? I went to San Antonio, Texas, once, and then I went to I've been to Alabama, but that's it. So, and in both of the times that I went, it was the summertime, so I was unaware that it even gets cold like that down south. Um, so anyway, here's the article. A mother, Cambria, was arrested in Byram, Mississippi after police and witnesses say she had her 2-year-old child in 20-degree weather wearing nothing but a diaper. According to Byram Police Department, on January 17th at 10:30 a.m., officers with the Byram Police Department responded to Walmart after dispatch had received a call of a 2-year-old male wearing only a diaper. The actual outside temperature that morning was 20 degrees. So this lady brought this baby outside in 20 degrees. I'm from Chicago, and that's cold to me. Okay, and 20 degrees, and with even colder wind chills, said Police Chief David Arrington. Someone inside Walmart caught part of the incident on TikTok and has received millions of views. The TikTok video by user Clat88 shows shoppers confronting the woman about the fact that she is dressed for the weather, but her baby was not. The mother appears combative. Officers made contact with the child's mother, Cambria G. Darby, in the parking lot. Upon further investigation, officers determined the child was clothed inside the store by other shoppers, but he was still freezing and shaking from the cold temperatures. Now, when I show you guys this viral video, when I tell you guys I felt so bad watching that child, because his teeth were literally chattering. Not only that, but she was in the frozen food aisle. So y'all know how cold it can get in the frozen food aisle. So she's in the frozen food aisle. The baby he looks very unhappy. I'm gonna show y'all. His teeth were chattering. Okay. It says here, police placed Darby in custody for child neglect and secured the child in a Warren police unit. Local EMS were called in to evaluate the child's condition, and Child Protective Services responded and ultimately released the child to an approved relative. Darby was processed in jail in the Hindis, I think that's how you pronounce it, Hinds County Detention Center on bond conditions ordered by the Hinds County Youth Court. Give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so let's get out of this article, and I'm gonna pull up this video. This is gonna blow y'all away. This is gonna blow you guys away. Let's stop the screen share here and share the actual video. Where are we? Hey, Life with Trust. Hey, Miss DC. That's what I meant to say. Hey, Miss DC. Hey, Cancer 66. Let's get into the video. Where is it? Is this it? Content. Okay, I think this is it here. Okay. You know, my internet is just acting very, very. Okay, I see it sharing here, but I'm gonna have to start it over. Okay, let's see. Okay. start this over. Okay, let me see if I can increase the size of the clip. No, I can't. Let me see. Okay, let me play it for you guys. So this woman right here is trying to put some clothes on the baby. So what she did was, in some articles, it says that the woman is an employee, but she appears to be a shopper to me. So in other articles, it says that a shopper actually purchased some clothes from the children's section and brought the clothes to the baby and started clothing the baby. Now, while she's clothing the baby, I want you guys to see the mother. Now, this is, you can't really see her right now, but this is her hand right here. She's just standing on the side, very unconcerned, letting the lady put the clothes on the baby. So let me hit play. Oh, baby. Don't do that. Don't never in your life do that, baby. Don't give a damn who run out that stove that you better stop. Y'all see her on the sideline? Look at her. Look at her. She just standing there. So then she moves over because she's trying to get in front of the employee that's filming this situation. So she comes and she moves in front. Pay attention to this lady's body language when you see the woman that's filming. When you see her kind of move to the side so she can get a better view of the child while she's filming the video, look at the older woman's face that's clothing the child. You see how she looked at her? She looking at her like in disapproval. So she's clothing the baby, but she's looking at her in disapproval. You can tell, I can tell from watching this video that she doesn't like the fact that the employee is filming the situation, but she's not saying anything about it. She just, you can tell that she's not liking it. Yeah, he did. That baby just had a pimple on. That's all he got on. I can't. I can't. So I don't know if y'all can see it, but when the camera goes on to the little boy, you can see his teeth are chattering, like he's freezing. His teeth are, he's shaking and his teeth are chattering together. Then, I don't know if you guys just saw it, but I'm rewinding it so that you can see it again. Mom actually, again, is in the frozen food aisle. And it looks like a bag of frozen French fries or maybe some mixed vegetables or something cold frozen. She takes it and throws it on the baby. The baby already cold. And she takes a bag of frozen food, just totally neglectful, totally unconcerned, and throws the bag of frozen food on the child. So she's so mad at the people that's confronting her about what's going on that she's taking her she can't even control her frustration. So she's throwing the food around, the food hitting the baby. She's not even attentive to that child at all. Not to mention, I don't like the fact somebody, Miss D said, is she on drugs or something? I don't know what she's on, but I just think that it's crazy that this woman, you see what she has on. She looked like she has on a long sleeve sweater, pants. I don't know if that's a bonnet on her head or whatever. And again, you know, I've never been to Mississippi. I've never been down south, but they did say in the article that on that day, it was 20 degrees outside. So no, she's not really properly dressed either, because 20 degrees, you need a winter coat on, a hat, gloves, a scarf. But I chalk that up to, it is Mississippi, so maybe they're not used to those temperatures, and maybe she just don't have a coat. I don't know. But the fact is she didn't come out naked, but she sent her son out that way. So let's finish the video. So she throws the frozen food on the baby. The baby looking at her like she crazy. Yeah, don't do that. Somebody call police. What's wrong with you? Somebody call police on her. Who are you? Now she in the man's face because the man confronts her and says you throwing cold food on that child. No, it's not his child. It's not his, his responsibility to care for the child. But any concerned citizen that will see something like that, we do have a responsibility to protect the children, even if they are not biologically ours. So this is a grown man seeing this child. First of all, he's naked with a diaper on. Okay, first of all, coming outside with a diaper on and no socks, no shoes, no nothing is inappropriate in any weather. But to be outside in 20 degrees is insane. No clothes on. He have a right to be concerned.
Get out that man's face, please. You're crazy.
Oh my God. Woo, child, the ghetto. Oh my goodness. These are the type of women that are raising the children today. This is the example that's being set. Let me just go ahead and rewind that. This is disgusting. What is that about? What is that about? Even if she mad about how they confronted her and recording, she got to at least admit to herself that, yeah, sister girl, you are wrong for having that baby outside in 20 degrees. That's freezing. And 20 degrees with no clothes on. So let me
What the hell? Somebody call the police on her. Go ahead, since this already called 2 times, like you paid. So once you got hot water, fire extinguisher. But when you come in the store fully dressed in your baby's name.
Now, I'm going to call the cops right now.
How many kids do you got? I got one. Oh, okay. So, it explains. Are you sorry? Okay. She just said. That just say. Who are asking for an update?
Okay, this next video here, this is actually the Walmart employee, y'all. This story is crazy. So, okay, I'm getting ready to, hey, Lady T. Yes, mental illness is real. Now, I'm going to read a statement that the woman that brought the baby in there unclothed. I'm going to read a statement that she made on Facebook. So she made a post on Facebook. In a post that she made, I'm not going to be able to show you guys her pictures and stuff like that because I could only find the pictures of her on another blogger's page. And I'm just not willing to take that blogger's work because they work really hard to find those images. I couldn't find them, so I'm not going to take that off their page. But what I can say is the pictures that I did see, she looks so put together. She has a child with an Arab man. He looks Arab or something like that. She talks about how her children have been to Disneyland and Disney World, and they're well traveled, and they have, they're on all of these sports teams, and she's a great mother. So the video that we saw is very different from what she posted on her Facebook. It's very, very different from what she posted. So I'm not sure and she's saying that she doesn't have mental illness. So I'm not exactly sure what was going on with her that day, but it's kind of hard to say that you don't have mental illness when you bring a small child out in 20-degree weather. Anybody with common sense knows not to do that. No socks, no nothing. Something had to be wrong. I don't know if it was drug induced or what the case may be, but okay. So this is where the controversy comes in. So this young lady right here, pictured on the screen, is the Walmart employee that actually filmed the situation. Her video ended up going viral. I don't know. I think she said it was like something crazy, like she had like 10,000 views in an hour or something crazy like that. So hold on one second, y'all. Once the video went viral and so many people had eventually heard of it, she was called into work and she was terminated from her job. Now, Walmart terminated her because they're saying that she had a responsibility to call the police due to anytime an employee see, this is what their policy is. If you see that a situation is going on that involves child endangerment, that employee has a responsibility to contact the authorities, not record. And that is the controversy here. Did this young lady have a responsibility to call the police instead of record the video? Now, I have my own opinion on it. I'm going to play her response to what people have been saying about her. She has been getting a lot of negative feedback for actually recording the situation with the mom and the baby. A lot of people have actually, which is, mind blowing. A lot of people have actually embraced the mom, Cambria, and have basically villainized this Walmart employee. I don't know. Sometimes I try to get into people's mind spaces and see where they're coming from. I kind of get what they're saying, but on the other hand, I have a different thoughts on the topic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Cambria, not Cambria. I'm going to play the Walmart employees response really quick.
Who are asking for an update. Yes, she did go to jail. Yes, we did call the police. I mean, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? That's a crazy ass question to ask. When you see a child that's being neglected, don't have on any clothes, just a diaper. No shoes, no socks, no shirt, no nothing. So why wouldn't we call the fucking police? Why wouldn't we? And I'm just going to ignore the hate, and I'm going to ignore the crazy comments. I'm not going to respond to y'all. I'm just going to ignore y'all. She asked me, did I have a child in the video? Yes, I do have a child. He's deceased. But if my child was living, ain't no way in hell my child will be out there with no clothes on, just a diaper. So there you have it. That's your update.
Okay, so as you can see, let me read some of the comments really quick. Tanise6 said, I would have called the police, period. How you doing, Tanise, by the way? Welcome. Miss DC said, the lady who posted Krishan Rock and her baby doing a back bend. Why is she so silly? Doing a back bend didn't catch any flack. That's crazy. Yeah, she didn't really catch any flack from people on the internet, but she did catch like a little bit of she did I do remember Krishan going live and addressing that and basically saying, when you and you know what, Krishan's video touched me. It really did, Nick. And I'm not a big fan of Krishan. I don't really like Krishan. I know people like Krishan. I'm not a fan of hers. I think that she's a terrible influence. I just don't think that she's a good look for I'm not gonna get into that because I don't want to have no controversy. I don't want to debate on that tonight, but even though I'm not a big fan of Krishan, I did agree with what she was saying in a way. She was basically saying, when you see, why is it that when you saw that and when you saw my baby in that position, why take a picture? Why not help me? So I get it. I get what she was saying, but Krishan, baby girl, unfortunately, you're a celebrity, honey. People are trying to get the photo. But I understood where she was coming from, and I totally agree where she's coming from, because at the end of the day, famous or not, we're human. And as humans, we're placed on this earth to protect each other and to protect, all living things. And so to see a living thing, whether it be human or not, to be in distress or to appear like they need some sort of help or assistance, for you to just take a picture and laugh about it on the post and not help is kind of crazy. But I think that the Krishan Rock situation is a little bit different from this situation, because Krishan got online and kind of one thing I will say that I do like about Krishan is that she's very transparent. She admitted that, it's not like she tried to get on line and defend the fact that her child was not properly placed inside of the baby carrier. She never said that that they were lying, or that the baby was properly placed in the carrier. She said the baby was not properly placed in the carrier. However, she took offense to the fact that somebody would take a picture of that and not help her. So I agree with her 100% on that. Let's see. Good morning, Gorgeous says lacking common sense for sure. I agree with that. Cancer 66 said maybe she doesn't have mental illness, but she sure doesn't have common sense. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the debate is, or the question is, did this young lady deserve to be fired from her job? I'm going to give my opinion. I do not believe that she deserved to be fired. Do I think that she could have taken other action or done things a little bit better? I do think she could have done things a little bit better. It's very possible that that's the first time that she experienced something like that on the job. You have to question and you really have to delve into her mindset and what she may have been thinking at the time. Because oftentimes people do record because they want to bring awareness to certain things. It could be possible that she was not recording because she wanted it to go viral. She might have been recording it to spread awareness. She may have been recording because she probably felt like this woman needed to be blasted and exposed for what she was doing to this child. Okay. So, and then we also don't know what happened before she pulled the camera out and started recording. It could be very possible that she confronted the woman and said, hey, what are you doing? And instead of getting, or do you need some sort of help, or what's going on? And instead of getting a reasonable response from the woman may have snapped on her. And then she decided to pull the camera out to expose her behavior because of her attitude. Now we see how the lady was talking to the man that confronted her and said, hey, he already doesn't have any clothes on. And then on top of that, you're throwing frozen food items on him. I've seen so many responses and videos to this viral moment, and I just do not understand all of the sympathy that is being given to this mother. I'm sorry, I do not get it. I think that it is the craziest person, because she seemed like she was in her right mind to me. So it didn't seem like she was off the wall. She was, and then a lot of people are saying she could have mental illness, but she wasn't crazy enough to come outside naked herself. She made sure that she put a sweater on so that she wasn't in the store freezing in 20 degrees. So if you're going to be crazy and if you're going to have mental illness, then it shouldn't just affect the child. It would affect you as well. You wouldn't have shoes on. You wouldn't have socks on. You wouldn't have a sweater on. So she was mentally well enough to clothe herself properly, but she just was not. So it can't go both ways. So when people are saying, oh, she may have been mentally ill, or whatever the case may be, I don't believe that. I don't agree with that. I think that's an excuse. I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with that mother mentally, other than the fact that she is just a neglectful mother. Period. Point blank. That's it. That's all. Bronx Girl 176 says sympathy. Who's feeling sorry for her? Feel sorry for the baby. That's exactly my standpoint. These days people give sympathy to the people that really, really do not need it. And it really blows my mind how people just these days flip the script around. And when I initially saw the viral video, my initial thought was, well, they're going to lay into this mother. But it turned around and it was like they're attacking the woman that recorded it. Now, the police officer, the police were called to the location. It could be possible that she didn't call the police because someone else had already called the police, or somebody was calling the police. So when people are jumping on her case and saying you recording instead of calling the police, I don't think that she I think you heard her in the video say somebody need to call the police on her, but she didn't call the police because she was recorded. Now, it could be possible that after she said that, somebody did call the police. Maybe the man called the police, because I did see the phone in the man's hand. So she could have been figuring, well, there's somebody here that's taking care of the police call. I'm going to keep recording because this lady needs to be blasted. Putting Francia Calix on live chat. I don't know who that is. Let me take that up. Okay. So that's my opinion on the topic. I'm gonna read really quickly before where's my let me read her statement, right? Hold on. A Lifeful Treasure said, Upper, when the man said you're throwing frozen food on the boy, she sure did. And she sure did. She said something, you need to call the police on her. And then she twerked. That lady need to be, and that is exactly why she was that's exactly why she was locked up. That is exactly why. Let me read this statement. I'm not gonna pull it up like I said, because I had to actually get this off of another creator's channel, because she actually deleted the post from her Facebook account, but this particular creator actually caught it before she deleted it. I'm just really not comfortable with sharing other people's work like that. I know I'm doing commentary, but yeah, she found it, so that's her work. But I am going to read it though. So Cambria takes to her Facebook after she's released from jail. She says, where do I even start? I just wanted to say certain things I will and will not say because this is a legal matter. I haven't seen my kids since they were taken away from me by CPS. Something that I did come on here to say is this. She's not writing very well. This defamation of character is hurting my heart. Defamation where? Okay, so there she says, hold on, let's see. Then she says, last night was my first night eating a few crackers since my kids have been gone. I know this too shall pass. They did Jesus the same way. Hold on, let me pause this. Hold on. No, she didn't bring Jesus. No, she didn't bring Jesus into it, y'all. She says they did Jesus the same way. He felt sick to his stomach as well. He didn't want to go through it. I know one day me and my kids will be reunited, but something I did want to clear up was me being a neglectful parent or mentally ill. My kids have been to Disney World, met Mickey in his office VIP style. They met Blippi in person VIP style. They've been on planes, was planning to go to the Dominican Republic this year, but it's in God's hands now. We go on vacations, indoor water parks. My son take him to swim lessons, soccer lessons, tumbling, basketball, etc., etc. For holidays, I go all out for my kids. My kids believe in the Easter Bunny, Cupid, and not just Santa. It's because I go all out. Some of the pics you can see where I took time out, because she's referring to the pictures that she posted with this post here. Some of the pics you can see where I took time out and carved pumpkins with them for Halloween. My kids are clean, very clean. Each new pair of shoes that drop, they gets them. Designer clothes and etc. My baby ain't never wore the same outfit twice. Me and his dad was just talking about that. We gonna have to get his stuff away, in quotations, not sell it, but give it away. Somebody is gonna be blessed. A woman dressing up as a cowgirl to match her children for Halloween does not scream neglect. All pictures that I have shown below are backing up everything I'm saying. In no way, shape, or form am I mentally ill nor a neglectful parent. We aren't poor. I'm not a bum. Neither are my children. Y'all don't know because I don't post my kids, and I don't like that I have to do this. I do not like to post my children. I am very protective of my kids. This is why a lot of y'all don't know. It's because I leave your mind wondering. I don't post my children maybe 1 or 3 times a year. I don't play about my kids. I love my kids, and being away from them by force breaks my heart. If they were being neglected, my village would have been said something. Their godparents don't work no type of basic job at all. My oldest 2 are Sings the corner store. Y'all love running into. A lot of y'all know my kids from being at the corner store with their dad. So their dad is a Arab. You know, a lot of Arabs do own like corner stores and stuff like that. I don't know why she putting that in there. Like, you can't be neglectful because their father is Arab. I don't understand. So then she goes on to say, my baby boy son, dad, and granny gonna step behind him every time as well. I know we may have had our differences. At the end of the day, no matter what, I thank them. My village ain't gonna play about my three, and neither do I. Again, I can't say everything. It's a legal matter, but my kids are not a charity case. They are not neglected, and I am not mentally ill. Stop it with the defamation. We too can rejoice when we run into problems because it builds endurance. Endurance builds character, and character builds hope of salvation. Jehovah God. Keep me in y'all prayers. This is above me. It's in God's hands and is out of my control. P.S. I have pictures of every meal I cook for them as well. My sister always says, girl, why you take so many pictures and never post them? This is why, in case somebody ever try to say I'm not a good mom. That was a mouthful. I'm not exactly sure what. Hey, open book. I'm sorry. I was reading the article, so I'm not sure who came in. Hey, Ramona G. Hey, Ishay. Ishay says, Ishay, I didn't know you were from Mississippi. Ishay says, this is so embarrassing. This happened in my city. The employee is living on Section 8. Her rent may be $12. So, Ishay, what do you feel like? We were just talking about this, and I kind of felt like, I know a lot of people are blaming the employee. Life with Treasure is crazy. Are blaming the employee. I'm really not blaming the employee, right? Like, why is so much responsibility and attention being put on this employee instead of being put on this lady? Yes, now somebody in the chat before you came in brought up the situation with Krishan Rock and basically said when that picture of Krishan was taken when her baby looked like he was about to fall out of the baby carrier, she did say, when you see something like that, help me. So I felt her on that because number one reason why I felt her on that is because she's admitting that something was happening that was wrong. This lady wrote a whole novel about how she take great care of her kids. Man, we don't care about your kids going to Disney World, Disneyland, Six Flags, Great America. We don't care about none of that. We talking about why he was in the store butt naked. That's what we talking about. So she's deflecting, talking about all of this other stuff, talking about how she cooked for her kid. Should we give you a cookie for cooking meals for the kids? I'm just confused. I don't know. I'm gonna play this for y'all one more time, and I want y'all. I'm playing it one more time. I want to see it again. I want to see it again because I need to. Why is it? No, this not. Hold on, this ain't it. Why are we blaming this employee? Come on, man.
Oh, baby.
Yeah,
don't do that. Don't live in your life. Do that, baby. Don't give a damn who run out there. That stuff that you got to stop and put something on. Hello. Okay. Yeah, he did. That baby just had a pimple on. That's all he got on.
He's sitting there shaking around.
I can't. Yeah, don't do that. Somebody call police.
What's wrong with you?
Somebody call police on her.
Who are you? The Lord, my boy.
Get out that man's face, please.
You're crazy.
What the hell? Somebody call police on her.
She said, see what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people are saying, like, well, you saying somebody called the police on her, but why don't you put your phone down and call the police? So that's what a lot of people are saying. Let me read some of the comments. Ishay said, first, We are stunned that someone even said something to her and then to record. This was in Jackson at the Walmart at Highway 18. The only way you shop there is if you have no choice. It's a risk. It's a risk for your life. So it's a bad area. So you're saying that you're shocked that because of the type of area that the Walmart is in, that somebody would even stop and confront her, is what you're saying. Uh she said we were just stunned that somebody even stopped. Ramona G said that part upper. Why he was in the store unclothed? That's the question. People be focusing and worried about the wrong thing. Thank you so much, Open Book. Thank you to all my mods that's in the room. I don't know who all up in here. I know Miss DC is in here. Open Book is in here. Blueberry Boost, are you a mod for me? I think so, right? Good morning, gorgeous. Thank you. I can't name Molly. I don't even know why I started because I be forgetting who all my mods are. I just don't pay attention to stuff like that. I should. Ishay, I think, ain't you a mod? I don't know. I can't see it on my laptop, but if you a mod, thank you. So yeah. Yeah, this situation is very complex. I know a lot of people had different feelings about what's going on. I know that she's been released. Her children have been taken away, and I'm gonna say this, right? As a mom, I can say, like, I have made mistakes as a mom. Like any parent, I always call my first child my trial baby. So that's the trial baby. That's the baby that you experiment with because you ain't never had a baby before. So like I get it, but it's just certain things. It's just common sense. You know what I mean? No, you don't want to condemn a young mother for making a mistake. Now I'll say that the situation with Krishan, I felt more for her because she was open to the fact that what she did or that she had the baby in the carrier wrong. But that's what I call situations that happen with trial babies. Chris, hold on 1 second, child. My bad, y'all. So that's something that I would call a baby mistake. Like if your first baby, Krishan ain't never had a child before. So I'm trying to work this carrier. I put the baby in the carrier wrong. But some stuff is common sense because it's cold outside. So why would you put clothes on and a sweater on and not put clothes and a sweater on the baby and then had the nerve to get an attitude about it? You see what I'm saying? Let me look at a couple of these comments. Hold on 1 second. Big Blueberry Boo said them employees probably was fired for two reasons in my opinion. Okay. Ramona G said she brought that on herself. I hate her kids got taken. Common sense isn't so common these days. I hate that her kids got taken as well. I don't think she's a horrible parent. I did look at some of her pictures and some of the things she was saying. So, but she had to admit, like, that's something that can't happen. Bringing a child, not just a child, just going outside in 20 degrees with no clothes on, you can get hypothermia, all type of stuff. He could have, that was very dangerous to do. I can understand being in a rush. You got to hurry up and get to the store. For instance, like maybe you don't have no milk. The baby drinks milk. You got to hurry up and run to get milk. But you can't never be in that much of a hurry to where you don't put no clothes on the child. You could have threw on. I wouldn't even care if the baby had on pajamas. And I don't even like seeing kids outside with pajamas. But even if the baby had pajamas on, that would have sufficed. Like, let me run out real quick. I don't feel like changing his clothes. He got on his pajama pants, a shirt, put a coat and a hat on him, some socks and some shoes. He ain't even got to change clothes. But damn, to not have no clothes on is a bit much. You can't really get mad at that. Okay, let me read a couple more of these comments. Miss DC said, upper, my question is, was that one incident grounds for the kids to be removed? Like that's all it takes? It doesn't add up to me. I didn't think about that, and that's a good point. a lot of times, like with CPS cases, um, they're not just going to remove the child for one thing, right? Unless that particular thing was life threatening or so severe that the child, it's just like, nah, forget that. We need to get these kids out the home. We need to see if mom is mentally stable. If she's not mentally stable, we need to get her on psychotropic medication. We need to get her in some counseling, some parenting classes, and see what's going on with her. Okay, because I've worked in child welfare for some years now, and there was a situation where the mom did not have an open case, right? However, she got into a physical altercation involving a weapon with her own mother in the home with her children. So she got into it with her children's grandmother, her mom. And by the time I got there, there was, you know, the house was tore up. It was, you know, blood all over the place. The child had blood all on his shirt and stuff like that. So even though she had never had an open case and never had any prior run-ins with CPS, the children were still removed because the situation was so severe. Now, if it's not a really severe situation, then sometimes stuff like this can happen, and the kids can stay in the house and they'll have what you call an intact uh case, which is you do have an open case with CPS. However, it's intact, meaning the family is kept intact. They're not removing the kids, but the parent does have to participate in services in order to get the case closed. But this particular situation right here, you know, it's up for debate. I mean, it could be that whoever the you know, in the state of Mississippi, you know, DCFS, or I don't know what they call it out there, CPS, may have found that this situation was severe enough to say this mom needs to be evaluated and we need to remove her children so that we can see if there's something that she possibly needs mental health wise or something like that. And it was very dangerous because the child had to be seen by EMS. You know, a child can pass away by being naked in 20 degrees. That was very dangerous what she did. So I could see her kids being removed. It is a huge step to remove the children from the home. I agree with that, but what she did was pretty severe. I mean, you know, that was pretty severe. Did you guys hear about the story where this just came out a couple days ago? This woman actually, she was at like a resort or something, and she took two of her children out with her and they walked into the woods. They did not have any clothes or shoes on. The children passed away due to the weather. Yeah, that ain't no joke. So yeah, I could see it. I could see her kids being removed for that. Ishay said you can hear her in a video saying she knows what it takes if someone calls CPS. I have hot water and fiber. What a idiot, what a jackass. You haven't, okay. Let me read that what Ishay said again. I'm glad you said that, Ishay, because I remember that part in the video, but I didn't highlight that. So Ishay said you can hear the woman in the video saying, I know what it takes for somebody to call CPS on me. I have hot water and a fire extinguisher, ma'am. So that's like saying because you have food in the house, you have hot water in the house, clean clothes, then I can physically abuse the children because everything else is on point. It doesn't matter that you have hot water and a fire extinguisher, you're still doing something to endanger the child. You know, these people, that's, you know, and then when she says she doesn't have mental illness, she might got something, might be a little wrong. I don't know. I know I said I don't think that she ain't totally crazy because, like I said, she wasn't naked outside in 20 degrees. So some ain't she right, right, a life for treasure. I got a first aid kit. So that means that I can bring my kid out in 20 degrees with no clothes on. Like, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Thanks for highlighting that, Ishay. That was funny. Good morning, Gorgeous says there's a tool that tells you if the child is recommended to be removed or not. Yes, it is. Also, the court needs a preponderance of evidence in order to make the order. Okay, so that is true. However, I don't know what that tool is called in Mississippi, but it varies from state to state. So I'm not educated on CPS in Mississippi. I don't know. I just don't know. Let me see. Yep. The child was in imminent danger. Yep, absolutely. The child was in imminent danger. Okay, so let me Ishay, is this the story that I was just talking about? I just came across it. I didn't really do any real oh, okay. You talking about something else. Upper, it's a story out of Arkansas that I think you would love to look into. Two guys SA'd a 6-year-old and gave her HIV, and the mother knew about it and she was paying for the whole. What? Child. I'm gonna look into that story, but I'm probably not gonna cover that. That's too much. I can't. That's gonna piss me off. That's the type of stuff make me want to cry. Like, how could you? Ramona said, "I'm so mad. I spelled naked wrong." Upper, you know what I meant. Yeah. Let's see. All right, y'all. I'm about to let y'all go. I know I'm gonna let y'all get back to the drama and stuff like that. I know it's a lot going on in these social media streets. It's a whole lot going on in these social media streets. It's people going crazy out here. Upper, April said, Upper, have you thought about doing the Natalia Grace story? No. Natalia Grace? Hold on, what is that? Let me look it up. Maybe I heard of it and just the name is not resonating with me. Hold on 1 second. Oh, is that the little girl? The hold on, let me. Oh my God. It is. April, you gonna get mad at me. But that story is sad, but it's so funny to me. The reason I'm saying it's funny is because when the story first came, if y'all don't know, okay, okay, so are we talking about the same story though? Hold on, let me see. Are we talking about the same thing? My phone tweaking. Dang, I'm glad April said that. Okay, so basically, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think with the Natalia Gray story, it is sad, you guys. It's a story about a little girl. She has some sort of, I don't know, like deformity or something. But the parents were saying that she was a grown woman. Yeah, I can't explain it. Let me pull it up. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna read it off. But it turns out that she wasn't. She was just a kid, and the adoptive parents abandoned her or whatever. But when the story first came out, I was believing the parents, so I did think it was fun. Like, this lady really running around trying to act like a child, but she grown, and they adopted her, saying that, thinking that she was a child, but she was really an adult. That's what they were saying in the beginning. They were saying that the little girl was too young to be having a menstrual cycle. Did I spell it wrong? Natalia. But they just did like a DNA on her or something to get her real age. And it turns out that she actually was a child at the time. Let me just read this real quick. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, you know what, April? This will be a good one. Let me just read a little bit to give y'all an overview. April says, exactly, it's a while. You know, I remember when the story actually initially came out. I remember when the story initially came out, and I was like, I know this lady. So this is, let me share my screen so I can show this to y'all. We off this story, y'all. We pretty much gave our stance on it. The lady was wrong. Hell, she was wrong for bringing the baby out in 20 degrees with no clothes on. The Walmart employee, some people may think she wrong. Could she have put the phone down and called the police? Yes, but she obviously, due to us just watching that video, you heard her say somebody needs to call the police. So at least she did that. And somebody did call the police because they met the lady in the parking lot. So I don't know what all of this confusion is around this employee and why they're bashing her. Not to mention, the employee also had to make a GoFundMe account. I think the limit is like $5,000 for her GoFundMe or something like that. So this is Natalia Grace. We're not gonna cover it right now, but I just want to give y'all a brief overview because I did read April's comment, so I want y'all to know who we're talking about. This is her. It says Natalia is a Ukrainian orphan with a rare form of dwarfism. First made headlines in 2019 after her former adoptive parents, Michael and Christine Barnett, were charged with multiple counts of neglecting a dependent. The charges resulted after a 5-year investigation revealed that the Indiana couple who adopted Natalia as a 6-year-old in 2010 had moved her into an apartment oh my goodness. Moved her into an apartment July 2013. So if they adopted her in 2010 at 6, in 2013, she'd have been 9. Wow. So they moved her, a 9-year-old, into an apartment by herself in July 2013, and then they moved to Canada with their 3 biological children. Following the charges, the Barnetts shared their side of the story. The couple alleged that Natalia was an adult masquerade. I just cannot. So the couple alleged that Natalia was an adult masquerading as a child. In 2012, they had Natalia's birth year legally changed from 2003 to 1989, which would have made her 22 years old. But the Barnetts believe she may have been as old as 33. How y'all just gonna guess her age? The Barnetts also claim that Natalia, who they called a con artist, hold on before I continue reading it. This is who they call it, a con artist. They call her a con artist and a sociopath. Look at this lady. Come on now. This lady wouldn't hurt a damn fly. They trying to make it seem like she Michael Myers or some shit. So they said, this is crazy. Hold on, let me go. So the Barnetts who claimed that Natalia, who they call a hold on, y'all. Who they call a con artist and a sociopath was determined to harm their family. So mind you, before they moved to Canada, the girl was 9 years old. So they're saying she was really in her 30s when really, you guys, Natalia recently took a DNA test and they were able to test her age, which would mean back in 2013 she actually was 9 years old. I just saw a short YouTube video about this not too long ago. So she truly was 9 years old at the time. So they're saying she was determined to harm their family. Over the 2 years that she spent with the Barnetts, the couple alleged that she had tried to poison Christine's coffee, attempted to drag her towards an electric fence, and would place... First of all, let's stop that. I think Natalia probably 4'11" right here as an adult, right? In 2013, if she was 9 years old, how a 9-year-old with dwarfism dragging a whole grown woman? I think these people are some liars. And then it's like outrageous, unbelievable lies. Like, come on. Attempted to drag her towards an electric fence and would place clear thumbtacks face up on the stairs so that they could step on them. What the Michael detailed more of the threats he and his wife allegedly they're not together anymore. Allegedly faced from Natalia in The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, a part 3 docuseries that premiered on ID in May of 2023. I gotta watch that. She threatened to STAB my sons, drag their bodies outside, and put them underneath the deck. What? He added, I promise you, within 5 years, someone is DEAD. But Natalia, who has consistently denied all of the Barnett's accusations, is speaking out in her own documentary, The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, Natalia Speaks. The 6-hour ID docuseries debuted on January 1st and will air over 3 consecutive nights. And every lie is a hidden truth. But you've got to dig enough to be able to see it, Natalia said in the docuseries. They're not going to get away with this. This is my side of the story, she continued. Dude, And look what she said in quotations. In quotations said she in quotation she said, "Do I look like a monster to you?" No, no, Natalia, you don't look like a monster. But what would be even crazier, y'all, is if Natalia was actually doing all of this stuff that they said she was doing. Now, I don't know. Natalia, I don't know, Natalia. Now, I'm going to go ahead and watch that. I'm going to watch that docu-series now. But if you actually sitting up now, we can't be fooled by the way somebody look. Now, just because she looked like that does not mean that she is not capable of doing some of the things that they said she did. Now, you can tell she playing off her stature, her small stature. Ishay said, I believe she was doing it. Yeah, we don't see. You can't be looking at somebody and because of how they look, you like, oh no, she would never do that. Them the main people that do stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Like Natalia. Now we gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, but we gonna listen. Now my thing is, if the Barnetts are lying on her and she didn't do any of this, why would they tell such outrageous lies? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna lie on her, tell a simple lie. Come on, you dragged her towards an electric fence. That sounds like something she may have actually did. Because like, who would come up with that? Like, April said, but first you have to watch the series before she tells her story. I personally believe she did do some stuff. Yeah, that's deep. I'm gonna watch it now. April, now you done got me interested. Now I gotta watch it. See, that's why I love going live instead. I like doing videos sometimes too, but when you go live and you get to interact with the chat and interact with your subscribers, you get to hear what they want to see. And sometimes they present stories to you that you wouldn't have otherwise talked about or looked up. A Life with Treasure said Upper 50 Cent is planning to have been cooking up a Diddy documentary to expose all of his dirty secrets. You got to cover that when it drops. Upper. Really? Damn, 50 Cent gives 0 F's. I'm definitely gonna cover that if he really drops a is it a documentary or docu-series? A documentary. If he drops a documentary, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Dang, the industry gonna go crazy if 50 do that. And I believe that he would do it. 50 Cent don't give 0 F's. He gives 0 F's. And 50 Cent been throwing shade at Diddy for some years too. A Life with Treasure said, right, Upper, you ever seen Little People of Atlanta? They be getting it in, right? We can't be looking at these people with dwarfism and stuff like that, Little People, and thinking that they not, capable of some things. They be strong, hell, you never know. Some stuff I think she may have done. She looks sneaky to me. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. She looks sneaky to me. I don't know. I wouldn't trust her. I'm gonna look into the story though. I'm gonna look into the story, but some of the stuff they said she did, it just sounded like she wouldn't have been physically capable of doing those things at her age. I'm not just talking about her stature, but at her age. 9 years old dragging a grown person. And now when they were saying she would put tacks on the stair, clear tacks, I can see her doing that. I can see it. I ain't trying to put nothing on her, but she looks sneaky as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. Lady Love said, hey, Upper, do you remember the movie Orphan? You know what? I heard of it, but I don't think I ever seen Orphan. See, y'all giving me stuff to watch too. Oh, speaking of movies, have y'all ever seen this movie? It's an old movie. It's black and white. It's called The Bad Seed. Have y'all ever seen that movie? It's called, if you haven't seen it, try to find it somewhere. I have it on VHS, so it's old because I got it from my mama. It's an old movie. It's called Hey Harm, all late and shit. What's up, Harmony? Who else came up in here that I didn't see? Hey, Madeline Brown, Raquel. I don't know if I spoke, but hey, Raquel. Have y'all ever seen The Bad Seed? So, let me see. Hold on. Life with Treasure said, Upper, do me a favor and search that 50 and Diddy situation. I'm mad at how you spell his name. It's wow. So many ties, Upper, you will be intrigued. I'm gonna definitely look into that. So Harmony, why I read that in your voice? Hey y'all, hey. So the Bad Seed is an old movie, but y'all, the movie is so good. Them old movies, like them old school black and white horror films, they used to be so good because they didn't need a whole bunch of special effects, whole bunch of gore and blood, all of that violence. It's like a psychological thriller. The Bad Seed is a good movie. It's about this little girl, very innocent looking, blonde hair, blue eyes, pigtails, and she wore like these wide dresses all the time with these little black lady Mary Jane shoes. And but she was a murderer though. Like if she would get rid of somebody over the smallest thing. And it was crazy. And her mom, you know what? The debate about that movie is, in the movie, the mom is kind of portrayed like she doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know that her daughter is doing it. But if you watch it, like, because I've watched it so many times, it gives you so many hints that the mom does have an idea that something is wrong with her child. It's a good movie. Lady Love said, but it's a good movie, but watch the trailer part of the movie Orphan. I would play it on here, but I'm scared to get struck or something. I'm gonna watch it. I bet I could find that movie, Orphan. I bet I could find it on one of these streaming sites. If it's not on Netflix, maybe it's like on Tubi or I don't know, one of these streaming sites. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna do a review on it too. Um Madeline Brown said, yes, The Bad Seed was good. The girl story reminds me of The Good Son. Woo! Y'all throwing out some classics. Wasn't The Good Son? Didn't Macaulay Culkin play in that movie? Everybody saying the movie Orphan was wild. Didn't Macaulay Culkin play in the Good Son? I think the first time I saw that movie was on Lifetime Movie Network. He was like he was either a stepchild or adopted or something. And then Elijah Wood, I think, played in it. Matter of fact, I'm finna look it up. Let me see. The Good Son, right? Let me see. And I think I remember Elijah Wood because y'all, I am so weird. Like, I think Elijah Wood is so fine. Yep, Elijah Wood did play on it. Like, y'all, I am a movie buff. Like, any movie y'all basically say, even if I've never seen it, I know what you're talking about. So yeah, The Good Son, a psychological thriller film directed by Joseph Rubin. What was Mark Elijah Wood, a young boy who loses his mother, must stay with his extended family while his father is away on business. Mark becomes acquainted with his cousin. Okay, that's right. His cousin Henry Macaulay Culkin. However, the extent of Henry's depravity becomes clear when Mark sees him unalive a neighbor's dog and intentionally create a traffic pileup on the highway. He was like a little demon child. Yeah, Macaulay Culkin. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know why Macaulay Culkin's career didn't go a different direction. Because when I tell you that boy was Macaulay Culkin, he was probably one of the best children actors I've ever seen. I was recently watching watching what's the name of that daggone movie? What's the movie everybody know Macaulay Culkin from? Crap. Well, how is this skipping my? This is like a famous Christmas movie. Oh, Home Alone. So I was recently watching that, but you know, as you get older, you pay attention to other things. So obviously, I've seen it before. I'm watching like, damn, this boy is a good damn actor. I don't know how old he was in Home Alone, but damn, he was a good actor. Yeah, Good Morning Gordon said Macaulay Culkin was a beast. Like, I see why he was being put in, and in The Good Son, My Girl. Yup. I remember that. I always like, y'all gonna make me look some stuff up, man. I'm finna get off of here because y'all gonna make me Google all this stuff. Y'all bringing up all these old movies. Let me see. Good Morning Gordon said, I'm gonna watch Orphan tonight. Miss DC said, Upper, my grandmother used to watch this movie called The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. I've heard of that. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I check that out too. I love old movies, y'all. Home Alone was hilarious. He was bad as hell in Home Alone. All right, y'all. I'm finna hop up off of here. I didn't plan on being here on here too long anyway. I'm finna probably if I'm either gonna log off and go sneak up in somebody's bushes and see what they talking about, or I'm going to now that I'm interested in this Natalia Grace thing, I might actually look for the documentary, and that could be my project for the night and my entertainment for the night is that Natalia Grace story. So thanks again, April, because I'm definitely gonna look into that. I'm also gonna look into that Diddy documentary. I'm gonna do some research on that. But thank you guys for joining me tonight. I will be back. If not tomorrow, then I will be back next week on Monday with a different topic, or maybe even a follow-up on a topic that I've already covered. Just throwing it out there. I have seen some videos on TikTok and YouTube that are suggesting that NFL Lee actually lied about the open CPS case and the children being removed from the home. So them TikTokers, they be doing they investigation, child. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye out on that CPS situation with NFL Lee, and I'm gonna come back to y'all with that and see what people are speculating about that case and why people are saying that he's possibly using making this situation up for clicks and views. Yes, Harmony speaks. There's a video out where it's a woman basically covering a TikToker who's saying that he's possibly lying. The document that he showed from CPS is from 2019. So it's a lot of different things where people are saying that they believe that he's lying. Now, the document that he showed that is from 2019, well, sometimes it could be possible that Jazz already had an open case. Yeah, Harmony, you did say something wasn't right. It could be possible that Jazz had an open case or something like that from 2019, so they went ahead and removed the kids. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't trust NFL League. He likes attention. So we're gonna keep our eye on that. But good night, you guys. Thanks for joining. Thank you to all of my members, subscribers, and my moderators. Make sure that you click the like button on the way out. If you have not subscribed to my channel, do so. You are also welcome to join my membership. I know I don't do much for my memberships, y'all, but I only charge $1.99. But I promise y'all, I promise. Give me about a week or so. I want to come up with a topic for a members only live, and we're gonna go live. Give me, you know what? I'll say this. Maybe not my next live, but probably my live after my next live. I'm gonna do a members only. And I think I'm gonna create like a poll inside of my on my community wall to see what topic my members want to talk about for the live, and give you guys a opportunity to choose. Alrighty, good night, you all. Y'all have a peaceful rest and an awesome weekend. All right, good night.